that negotiation yesterday. Good morning and welcome to the Dailies today, the 3rd of June 2024, your morning program where we keep you up to date with all the happenings from the Nigerian newspaper. I am Sarah Lashidashim. You'll be reviewing from the paper. I will be doing the program alongside Rachel Tanzi. Good morning, Rachel.
Sarah.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How about you?
Great, thanks.
National Assembly last-minute moves fail to stop Labour's nationwide strike. NLC, TUC, industrial others join. Aviation unions vow to shut down activities at all airports. Details can be found on page 29. Carpet TV legal analyst, promoters of parliamentary system. You can start with the details on the front page. Urges intelligence gathering to fish out culprits. Details can be found on page 7. On electricity, Gencos urge federal government to pay debt. Zenith Bank recognized as most sustainable bank in Nigeria. On hardship, we want back of blocked funds remaining $19 million. This is a report from the IATA. You can start with the details on the front page. Jim Chime others extol Umba's one-year record. Details can be found on page 6. We have a picture story where we can see
why strike is illegal by the federal government. You can look why they said the strike is that way on page 2. Also, we have CME partners to raise Nigeria's from overall power generation capacity. Federal Capital Territory, looking at some of the expansion of the outer Southern Expressway from the Vida roundabout to the Ring Road 1 junction. So you can take the paper and take a look at what is happening, or if you are around the FCT, you can actually
hit 3.7 trillion naira. Gencos threatening shutdown as debt hits 3.7 trillion naira. You can find details on page 24. Nigeria details can be found on page 23. The big story on the Punch: minimum wage. AGF tackles labor as National Assembly fails to stop strike. $130 million foreign airlines trap. 24,535 candidates to retake.
Coming from North, says the AGF. We know that the 57th, when we are looking at it, can be the Senate President, the Speaker, House of Reps, as well as Akume, the dots will be going on strike. And we saw that. We saw where even the power sector have joined, because I remember my concern is, here we are having Attorney General Federation saying that there was a existing court order that stopped labor. This money that we are talking about, what the state labor not to actually go ahead with palliative. And we can function. Labor is unreasonable by actually going to strike at a time like this. Looking at the sector, also complaining on the fact that
at 60,000, labor is not premature to come out and tell labor, okay, you know what, this is reasonable, based on emphasizing on the fact that if you are in an economy of living, then the standard, it means that our $1 or is it that something there was ever a time like that our currency higher margin over and labor is not incentive. 100% increase is good enough. 100% of the fuel pump price is not good enough. That is reasonable. One wage at this range now is outrageous. We feel the impact of the hardship. We have two Nigeria. Is there another Nigeria? As we keep saying it, if something is being done, we reach this 15 million household. Today is 15 million. Would have heard. It would have been on from the front Nigeria, but it haven't come to anybody yet. So why are we sounding like the Tinubu's administration of that? Nothing is happening as regarding wealth. Labor have to keep directly. A government that is willing to have a supplementary budget, do whatever it takes to give. Nigeria can offer 150,000 naira as a minimum, comfortable with impoverishing the citizens, because they know for youth that are in our way, because they know when they put ban just out of this world. I don't know where we happen to get it, and that naira as a minimum wage.
Labor can take the strike, if the strike will actually, reveal why multinational can be found inside the paper. Federal government to boost economy with 2025 at 1.5 million barrels. Kogi government confirmed rescue of the remaining abducted Of the 98% of foreign, Joseph explained why bonding actresses in Nollywood don't succeed. So if you want to know why our actresses are not doing well, you can read what Anita have to say about that on page 15. We have a picture story here, building a resilient Africa, where we can see Development Bank in Nairobi, Kenya recently. And that's all the
most sustainable bank in Nigeria. I believe that is International Bankers Award. Also is a sincere red past. We won't accept starvation, which NLC president tells our pics of several decades can't be repaired in one day. On page 3. Windstorm kills factory for UTME JAMB reschedules 24 results. Details can be found on page 11, and that's all.
Tax has turned over. Monday interview coming from Akin. He said the problem with Tinubu's misfiring in Nigeria must leverage national assets to fuel school, banks, others to be shut as strike begins. Charges workers to beware of government ethics. Your proposed strike illegal, federal government as Sapabio, Abbas, Akume, others intervention failed. Locate of Nigeria. More details. Jinkos cry out over 3.7 trillion. More detail in the paper. Of societal value.
200 megawatts. Zenith Bank named most sustainable. The man says strike goes on today. Action premature, demand not feasible for you can find details on page 5. Profit 71% increase in ton.
Lavish Nigeria despite LG state federal government. The 5 soldiers not innocent citizens. Enugu now as labor begins strike. More detail out here, so we can let you to take labor is saying as well their demands are. So
Daily affairs, national and international, with authentic news events.
Quite a lot to say talking about a strike on our Facebook handle that is refusing to actually shift, or realistically
we have cautions on breach of EDC, and now we are seeing that they are, because it's embarrassing on a lot of level. Like, how is the government of Nigeria not paying its electricity?
Is saying that democracy is not real over alleged contempt. More detail in the year confirms and leave 3 injured at train on there. And so here we're seeing the ANC. Enemy sound alarm. The most current hardship saying okay, Thai dangerous, needs new generation of leaders. This is coming solidarity with families of the gallant soldiers and fallen heroes who were ambushed and killed by unknown gunmen. Possible. We hope it won't take so much of time. And that's all on First News newspaper.
Unleaded declares action illegal. Banks, oil, insurance, maritime aviation, government, media, varsity workers join. Fact check. What did Ezekwesili say about the old national anthem? And trending, IPOB
Tier 1 bank asset raised 23.8% to 1.5 million barrel per day for 2025. Steve Boye laments hardship in Nigeria, says the Senate named Nigeria most sustainable bank. You can court order still in place, call for action pre-union, frequent strikes scary. More detail found on page 2, 4 and 6. The Electoral Commission members and local government want to send our condolences. We have the ANC lost outrightly its improvement. This is an observation of the system. This is coming from breast cancer return. So the New Telegraph newspaper
declares action premature and 8 workers to down tools. Says they will we warned Nigeria against voting mistake of past precedent. A statement from reschedules UTME exams for 24,000. How to save local government from paralysis. Deaths. NAFDAC warns. How do you use something that harms